everyone, I'm Jules Wilson. Welcome to Discover the OC. I'm your host and lifestyle realtor here at Seven Gables Real Estate. And listen, I'm all about promoting local business and local individuals. And I am so excited to be with Christian White today. So good to see you, Christian.
Hey, thanks for having me, Jules.
Yeah. Now, Christian and I originally became friends and to know each other through your co-founding of the Newport Social Group.
That's right.
And I have met so many great friends and really so many professional connections through the events you've had through Newport Social Group, but I know you are a big learner, you're a big evolver, and you're definitely a mindset growth-minded person, right? So I wanted to have you on today to talk about your latest accomplishment. Christian, so he has written a book called The Fast Lane to Building Relationships, and when I was going through your book, what was so fascinating to me was it really boils down how to make connections quickly, yet sincerely. So you only moved to Orange County, what, a year ago or something?
Yeah, I basically have only been here since breakfast.
Yeah,
since
breakfast. And you've made so many connections. So
Yeah.
tell us what your mission is on, Newport Social Group is just one facet of what you do, right?
Yes.
So why were you so passionate about writing this book?
Well, I remember taking a course on, entrepreneurship and such, and one of the objectives was, hey, write down a bunch of things that you'd like to accomplish in life. And I put down, I'd like to write a book, and I was inspired by another entrepreneur who wrote one, and I didn't know when or what it would be about, but as you alluded to, when I first moved to Orange County, I didn't know a soul.
I know, that's crazy.
I didn't know anybody. I used to
I'm
go
so
out by
impressed.
myself just to get out of the house and socialize. And so, the book, and after co-founding the Newport Social Group, was really the impetus behind, recognizing there's a need in this post-pandemic world, right?
Yes,
where
so true.
people are so sequestered in their own world. And, with social media and these other platforms, they do a great job of just, the algorithm, right? You just keep getting exposed to only the ideas and things that are, that you're looking up and such.
Right.
And so that more authentic connection, if you will, not to sound cheesy,
Yeah.
is really missing, of course.
Of course.
And so, the social group and putting on these curated experiences that people really are looking for, I recognize I think we're onto something that I shared with the business partners. And so the book was derived from that.
And
it's really a blueprint.
Yeah. Well, I hate to say it, but we all want the fast lane. Nobody wants to wait for anything, myself included. But what's good about this is it gets you there quickly, yet there's no shortcut. It's really, at the end of the day, it's about relationships, right, Christian?
Absolutely.
And you're so good at not only building relationships, but I think it starts with you having a really good, sincere heart for helping people. I mean, you really do. And I've always noticed how, let me introduce you to someone. Oh, let me put you in touch with someone. Let me connect you with someone. And you don't really ever do it with a what's in it for me ever. So that's, I think, one reason why you're so successful. People can feel earnest, someone who's earnest, right? And so I know also that companies now are hiring you to consult for them, right?
That's right.
So what are they hiring you to do?
Yeah, again, in light of today's society and such, hey, helping them source clients.
Oh, right.
And finding unconventional means by which to accomplish that, whether that's putting on a curated mixer, that's industry specific, whether it's a social media approach or a hybrid. There's a number of different things, and again, I distill it in the book. So instead of struggling, so to speak, or being in the slow lane, you can more cruise in the fast lane.
Yeah.
And so and again, I love the quote: "IQ operates the world, EQ runs it." And I feel like society as a whole, at least as a lot of us grow up, it's do this, do that, the quantitative reasoning and all.
Right.
But the qualitative, it's really I just came across a great quote, and it's relationships are the currency of life.
That's so
And
true.
ultimately, your ability to succeed, I mean, look at most CEOs and such, it's EQ.
Yeah.
It's picking up, it's emotionally connecting with people,
Right.
and not being a robot.
Right.
So, and that's a lot more challenging to teach but like any skill set, it can be learned.
Well, what I love about this book too, so here's the thing. I had a client the other day who's older, he's in his 80s, and I was talking about life goals, and he wants to start some new venture. And I said, hey, whoever said your best work wasn't going to be completed when you were 80? Whoever said that?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think we constantly need to be growing. And if we constantly grow, our lives will be better. So another thing about this book, whether you are 18 or let's flip the numbers, 81 or even 91, you can get something out of this book. And the other thing I really love about it, it's kind of a inspirational mind shift. You read it, you kind of feel like you can take on the world, so to speak. I know that sounds kind of kooky, but it's true. So don't be afraid to think this is only for, you know, a 40-year-old or 30-year-old or whatever. It's pretty much across the board on the ages of what you can get out of it. Because guess what? The human heart doesn't change.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
I believe we're all born with a good heart, and we want to help people, and that doesn't matter what your age is. So I really love what you're doing here in Orange County, Christian. You really want to connect people and help people. I just also have to do a shout out. You served our country, and I know you're so humble about that. Christian was in the Navy for several years, and I think that's just a testimony to who you are as an individual. That it's, you know, even if you don't feel like it, get up and do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, anyone can say they're amazing when life's easy. Tell me you're amazing when life isn't easy.
Well, I love the quote, and I'm paraphrasing from Napoleon. You know, it's one thing to be courageous or to have drive when things are going well. It's obviously the total opposite when you are in the gutter.
That's right.
You're depressed. You're on your last leg, if you will. But to keep on going. So. Yeah, that's that's something that I feel like you pick up from being in, especially if you're in something challenging and you're dealing with setbacks. So
yeah, well, also anyone who's in any, I don't want to say authoritative position, but like you're the co-founder of Newport Social Group, you've written a book, you're a consultant to a lot of executives. Don't think that Christian's untouchable, because he is not. Do you know what I mean? In other words, reach out to him. You are always willing to help people, and I always believe relationships lead to new things that you might not know about. So don't be afraid to call, right?
Yeah.
And if you can't get a hold of him, call me. I'll put you in touch. But first off, how can people get the book?
Yeah, it's available on Amazon. It's on Kindle right now, paperback. Will be released here in about a week and a half or so. And they can also visit me on my website, christianwhite.me.
Okay.
And to learn more and so on and so forth.
Okay, so just search the title and they can find it on Amazon.
Yeah, again on Amazon, and all the proceeds go to benefit the Sup Vets, which is a veterans nonprofit.
Oh, all the proceeds?
All the proceeds. Yeah, it goes towards them.
Wow.
Yes, and so
that's amazing. Sup Vets is such a good organization.
It's called the Sup Vets, and of course our mutual friend Bart helps to run it.
Yeah, tell people about their website if they want to check that out.
Yeah, it's thesupvets.org, and there they can find
SUP.
SUP, the Sup Vets. Yeah, it stands up for Stand Up Paddleboarding.
Okay.
And I went on one of the retreats in Mexico, and I was really moved by the experience.
Yeah, you were amazing when you left, but I think you're a little better when you came back.
Yeah. I mean, it's again, you don't know what people are dealing with internally.
That's right.
And I really picked up on that with other people who've done far more, challenging, career things, if you will.
Yeah.
But you learn a lot from being around those people.
That's right. Well, listen, as a realtor in Orange County, it is my #1 goal to obviously serve my clients well, both sellers and buyers and investors, but also want to promote local business and bring people on my show who I think can give us a little dose of something to take away, something good. So I encourage you to get Christian's book. He's put a lot of work, a lot of time into this, and I think there was a time when you went out pretty much every single day and night to meet new people, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you've done the homework, and it's going to cost us the price of a book. You must have spent a lot of money networking.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll share this is growing up as a kid, I actually really struggled socially. So it wasn't like I was just born and had the gift of gab, if you will. I actually really struggled. And so a lot of it has been just cutting my teeth and learning things the hard way.
Oh, good.
And I don't want people to have to experience that. And so this is kind of serving as, okay, you can pick up information and it's actionable. You can apply it to your life.
Take it from your lessons.
Yeah.
Once again, Christian, you are amazing. I'm so grateful to know you professionally and personally. So once again, thank you for watching, and reach out to Christian. ChristianWhite.me is your website, and you can find out all kinds of information for what you have going on.
Thank you. I
Thank you
appreciate
so
you having
much.
me on.
Okay.
Thanks, Jules.